Okay, so this is probably the number one question I've been getting, which is, are you having twins again? Hey guys, it's Katherine, and I have some exciting news to share with you guys today. I am pregnant with baby number 3. Yay! So if you didn't know from before, I have twins that are 2, and we recently found out that we are expecting baby number 3. So excited. Okay, so I found out really early. I do like natural family planning, which is basically tracking your cycles. So I'm very aware of my cycles and when I, like for fertility and stuff. So I always find out pretty early because I know when I can check. Just to kind of give you guys a little backstory, I'll just be honest. You know, I have my twins that are 2 now, and Max and I weren't really sure when we were ready for another baby, but kind of at the beginning of this year, we started to have some peace about it. And so we kind of were open to it. And just kind of like, okay, like if it happens, it happens, but we'll see, you know, just kind of put it in God's hands. And every month, like I would take the pregnancy tests and I would always get a negative. And I didn't really have any strong feelings either way. I was kind of just like, we have 2 boys, they're great. I'd love to have more kids in the future, but I don't really feel like I'm in a rush for it to happen. We definitely have our hands full, as they say, with our twins. So I don't know, I just kind of felt like when it happens, and I'm just not really, I don't know, I don't feel like in a rush for it to happen. So because I'd been taking tests every month for like the whole year, and they were always negative, and again, I didn't have strong feelings about it. I took a test, and this kind of shows you that I really wasn't expecting it because of all the months of it being negative. I took a test while my husband was at work. Which, why did I do that? I think it just kind of shows you I really wasn't expecting it to be positive just because they weren't for a while. And it was, and he was at work. So I was like, I cannot hold this in for very long. Like, I know some people like wait all day for their husband to get home and like tell them in person, like they hide the pregnancy test in a drawer, which I think is always so fun to see those videos. But I am not patient like that. I just was like, what? I had to tell him right away. So I called him at work and I was like, we're pregnant. And he was like, what? Oh my gosh. And he was really excited. I think he was like almost more excited than I was, which is kind of what happened last time too. Like I was excited, but I feel like he was like really excited. So yeah, I found out really early. It was like July, and I was 4 weeks, around 4 weeks. I'm 12 weeks now. So yeah, I'm due at the end of March 2024. So March baby, I'm a March baby. My birthday's March 4th. So I'm the beginning of March. So this baby will be other side of the month. So I'm gonna answer some common questions that I've been getting from family and friends as I've been sharing the news the last few weeks. Okay, so this is probably the number one question I've been getting, which is, are you having twins again? And I was wondering that too, going into the ultrasound. I mean, part of me is like, going from 2 to 4 kids sounds like a lot. But because we have identical twins, a lot of people don't know this, but fraternal twins run in families. So if you have fraternal twins, your chances of having another set of twins are fairly high. Whereas we have identical twins, which do not run in families, and it's kind of more of just like a random occurrence, like a spontaneous thing. So I knew my chances weren't high. And going into the ultrasound, right before I had it, the ultrasound tech was like, oh, we just had someone else come in who had 2-year-old twin boys, and they're having another set of twins. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a sign. And then she did it, and it was just 1 baby. So just 1 baby this time around, which kind of leads into the next thing, which a lot of people have been asking me, like, is there a big difference between the twin pregnancy and then being pregnant with a singleton, as they call it in the medical? It sounds weird, but that's what they call it in the medical community, a singleton versus a multiple pregnancy. I think it has been very different. So everyone's different, really, and I've talked to twin moms that have had different experience than me. My experience with my twins, my pregnancy was, I feel like overall it was pretty rough. A lot of morning sickness, a lot of vomiting, nausea for like the first 16 weeks. This time around, I feel way better. Like, I've still had nausea, I've thrown up a few times, but it's been so mild compared to how it was with the twins that I feel like it's like a walk in the park. And there's actually been times where I forgot I was pregnant for a second. And I was like, what? That did not happen with the twins. I was aware every minute because I could feel the pain. It's just like the nausea and like the body pain. Yeah, so it definitely feels really different this time, but I'm only 12 weeks, so we'll see as I get through the second and third trimester how that changes. I am feeling good. I don't know. I feel like it's different. It's also different because it was twins and now it's one. The other big difference is now I have twins. So like, I'm very preoccupied with taking care of my sons, feeding them, like doing all their care. Like I don't have time to like think about being pregnant as much. Whereas like, I remember with the twins, I would just be at home and like thinking about it and sort of like, it's kind of bittersweet because I feel like with the twins, like, I feel like it's such a stereotype of like your first and second pregnancy or like later pregnancies. Like I had a journal and I wrote down all my symptoms and like how I felt every month. And like, I haven't done that at all with this pregnancy. It's just been kind of like, I don't know, just different. It's still exciting. It's just not as like, I don't know. I feel like the first time is just everything's new. And this time it's like exciting, but it's also, I don't know, it's also just like I have to take care of the twins, so I'm not thinking about it all the time, if that makes sense. So definitely different in that way. Okay, so in terms of pregnancy cravings, this time around, I feel like there's definitely a lot of similarities. Citrus has been very popular for me, and this was the same as last time. Lemonade and oranges and just like lemon juice squeezed on everything. I just made a taco salad today and I had to squeeze like lemon juice all over it. I mean, I like citrus anyway, but I feel like it's just sort of heightened. Something different this time was that I really craved peaches for like a solid month straight. I just could not eat enough peaches. Like I like peaches, but I was like, had an insatiable thing for them. Also on the opposite side of cravings, last time around, I had very strong food aversions, and I still have them this time, but last time it was like to these entire food groups. So it was like all meat, all dairy, like pretty much all vegetables, I think too. This time around, I still have food aversions, but it feels more mild. So dairy has not been a problem. Most meat has been fine. Some vegetables are kind of weird. I've just been grossed out by things like chips or like anything that feels greasy. I just feel like it's kind of disgusting to me. Yeah, or like heavy or fried. Like I just don't want anything heavy right now. So that is my main aversion. It just feels, last time I literally ate like nothing in the first trimester because I was so disgusted. And this time I feel like I've been eating pretty good. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. So I do think this has been the hardest part of this pregnancy so far mentally, is just sort of having some fears about going from 2 to 3 kids. I more was following this feeling of peace and sort of these like prayerful moments of like asking God when we were ready to be open to having another kid. And I felt really peaceful about it. So I was just following that prayer and that feeling. And then when I actually found out, I was like excited, but then it started hitting me as I was calculating the math. I was like, okay, the twins will be 2.5 exactly when this baby is born. And that's gonna be 3 kids under 3. And I was just like, that's a lot. Like, just, I always kind of thought growing up in a family of 11 kids, like, oh, 2 kids is nothing. Like, because I had so many siblings, but I didn't realize that I wasn't the mom. So being the mom of 2 kids is a lot, because especially when you're by yourself and your husband's at work or whatever, like it's just you and the 2. And you have to like split your attention. And now there's gonna be another one. Like this baby's gonna have their own schedule, and then the twins have their schedule. So that's gonna be really interesting, maintaining my sanity. And like, I just don't know, maybe moms who have 3 can tell me, what do you do? How do you do it? How do you get anything done? I mean, I'm probably just gonna be baby wearing a lot is my guess, while the twins are running around wreaking havoc, but I think I'm just kind of letting go of my expectations of the house being clean. I will make dinner because we need food, but like it's gonna be very simple. And I really love cooking, so yeah, I definitely am nervous about it, but I also feel this sense of peace, like because we were so prayerful about this whole thing. Also, the baby is due the week of Easter, which is kind of interesting. Like as Catholics, we call it Holy Week. And I've always said Holy Week's my favorite week of the year. It's just such a peaceful week. The masses that we have are so beautiful and just so reverent. And I just love Holy Week. It just makes me happy every year. So I think it's really cool that out of every week in the year, that's the week that I'm due. And I don't think that's a coincidence. So it just feels like God has been kind of reassuring me, like, everything is going to be okay. Another last quick fun fact is this is our third baby due in March, and I'm the third baby of my family, and I was born in March. So that's kind of funny too. Other people have been asking me, do you know the gender/sex of the baby? And the answer is no. I am gonna wait to find out until the anatomy scan, which is in like, I don't know, 2 months or something. So yeah, I don't know yet, but I will find out. I respect people that wait till the end, but I could never do that. I need to know. I just need to know mentally so I can mentally prepare. So yeah, we're waiting till the anatomy scan to find out. This is the other thing that everyone asks me. Do you have a gut feeling if it's a boy or a girl? Let me tell you this, I am horrible at guessing genders. Every time I've guessed a gender, pretty much it's been wrong. Actually, to the point that I could probably guess the gender based on what I think it is, it would be the opposite. I thought I was having girls when I found out the twins were boys, so I really don't know. I kind of have been thinking it's a girl, which makes me think it's probably a boy because I think it's a girl, so I don't know. So yeah, another question people have been asking me a lot is how Dominic and Leo feel about being big brothers, and I think it's kind of funny because if you met them, like they just turned 2. They don't know what that means. They don't comprehend it. I do plan on getting them some books. Like, you know, they have those cute little books like I'm a big brother or whatever. And it kind of introduces kids to the concept of having a younger sibling. But I've tried to tell them like, you're gonna have a baby brother or sister. And then they're just kind of like, I don't know what you're saying, Mom. Like, I feel like they're not really old enough to comprehend it is the answer to that. So I don't know, but I think they will be excited. They love babies and they love their cousins so much. So I think they're gonna really enjoy having another sibling. I think it'll be fun. So this was my ultrasound at 8 weeks. The baby that we confirmed is just 1 baby and not 2, is healthy and has a great heartbeat. And I'm so thankful and feel very blessed that we have a healthy baby number 3. Also, last little treat, we took some really cute pictures of kind of our pregnancy announcement. So I'm gonna insert those here so you guys can see them. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. So excited to share this news with you guys. And so many of you guys have been on this journey with us for so long, which really means a lot. And it's really cool to know that I'm sharing this news with you and you guys were there for the first time, you're here for the second time. Like, I don't know, it just really means a lot that I can share this with you. So thank you for listening, and I'm super excited to add another baby to the family. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. I love the Sim Fam, LOL.
To not feel hopeless in life regarding romantic relationships.
It's gonna change, and you gotta embrace where you are.